within Forest Europe? Or is there any other processes for that? Because A and B, it seems to me to be more or less the same thing. Or is it not?
I will leave that to Mr. Jan Heino, because he will talk about that, make it clear.
Anything else? Okay, thank you, Fredrik. And then we move on, and I'm happy to introduce Markus Holzer, Head of Unit of the European Commission, Director General Agriculture and Rural Development. And before he was the Agriculture Chancellor at the Permanent Representation of Austria to the EU. He has been the Secretary General of the Confederation of European Agriculture, CEA, in Brugg, Switzerland. He holds a master's degree in business administration from Johannes Kepler University, Linz, Austria. Welcome. Please, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, and thank you very much for having invited me to this first occasion, I have to say, since I've taken over my new job. As you have heard, I'm not a forester, I'm not a trained farmer, I'm a generalist. And I survived until now my professional life, I would say, more or less successful, and I hope that will continue. I am very happy to speak to you, and specifically to this very international but very mixed up audience. There are guests from Russia, there are guests from Latvia, there are guests from Portugal, my colleagues, Sweden of course, and others as well. So hopefully what I will present to you is of course not very sexy in the term of political impact, but probably following up on what was said from my predecessor to illustrate where we are now in the processes as such. It's rather a little bit technically driven, but I think for those who are not so very familiar with those processes, it could be of some interest. Now, I pushed the page up, and it doesn't. Page down. Okay. Sorry. Those are the four. Yes, up and down. You know. Those are the four points I would like to introduce to you. What is the background? What we are talking about in general. Then the new EU forest strategy, as was announced, and then another